Hey, happy days, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Raising Cain. What the heck does raising Cain mean? And how can I use it to grow and supersize my business? Well, raising Cain, of course, means to behave wildly, to complain loudly, to raise a ruckus, to cause trouble, I think of it as being more mischievous, but really it comes from the Bible with the story of Cain and Abel. Well, Cain killed his brother Abel, right? So that's behaving irrationally and wildly. I think that that's an extreme case. When I say raise Cain, I think of it in more of a fun and mischievous way, but probably not what a lot of people think that it means. I think that all of us have been in an environment or in a situation where somebody has complained really loudly in a way that, or perhaps we've complained loudly. I've been known to be on a call with a customer service person and gotten really frustrated and said, all right, I need to talk to your manager, because I know that the person I'm talking to can't solve the problem. I know that the problem is very solvable, but I know that the person I'm talking to doesn't have the responsibility and the authority to solve the problem. And so sometimes I have to raise a little cane, escalate the situation, and get to the right person so that I can get the problem solved. We all have that in our organizations. We've all had that experience. At least I think the vast majority of us have, unless you just don't address it and there's a problem and you just let it go. Well, who does that? Well, a lot of people, but I'm not one of them. So advocating for yourself is one of the best ways that I think we can help to grow and use raising Cain in a positive way in our organizations and in our businesses. I think it is our responsibility as business owners to advocate for other people, advocate for our employees, advocate for our customers. Our job is to solve our customers' problems. So sometimes there's injustices that go on in the world that affect our customers or our perfect prospects. And I think it's our job and our responsibility to be on their side, to speak up and help them, advocate for them in ways that make sense, that tie into our business and the things that we're here to create with our businesses and in our lives. I can think of a lot of situations where I personally will advocate for people that I have worked with in the past. I had a department, I wasn't even going to tell this story, but I had a department that I inherited in one of my corporate America jobs. And it was sort of seen as the poor stepchild of the whole organization, which I never understood because it was an absolutely critical piece of that organization's success. But over the years, culturally, it had been treated like, the poor stepchild that was, kind of like Cinderella. It was actually very Cinderella. It was a sanitation department. And it had been treated like Cinderella, like put in the background, expected to do all the work, but not ever, really be acknowledged or receive any of the rewards. And I found myself advocating for that department even more so than the department that I'd been hired with that organization to actually be the leader of. So, the way it was treated, it required a perception change on the part of the rest of the organization. So sometimes we need to, and often we should be advocating for the people that we're serving. And we can be advocating with the government. We can be advocating in our communities. We can be advocating by just providing them with more services and more resources and more things that they need to get what it is that they want out of their lives. Because again, as entrepreneurs, as business owners, that's what we're here for. We solve people's problems. We're not just here to foist our products out in the world. We're here to make the world a better place by helping people to live better lives, to help people get what they want. By helping enough people get what they want, we can get everything that we want. So sometimes we need to raise a little cane in order to do that. I maybe attract these type people, but I have had a lot of people in my life that are cane raisers, that raise cane, that I've got a relative who just loves to stir up trouble in the family. He just loves to cause little rifts and little situations between the family members and then he sits back and just laughs and enjoys it. And he doesn't work on me, because I learned early on that that's just his operational style. But there's a lot of people like that in our businesses and in our lives. And I would caution that if you have those people that just like to stir up trouble, that just raise Cain in a negative way, you need to find them and shut them down in your organization. Just like I've shut down this relative and they don't mess with me because they know better, you need to do that with your employees. You need to do that with your customers. Sometimes our customers are not always right. Sometimes inadvertently we attract a customer that is not awesome for our organization. I had to, in one of my businesses, let go of our biggest, best customer. They represented about 80% of our business. It was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made, and it took me over a year to do it, but I saw the damage that it was creating within my organization, and it had to be done. They had to be let go. They had to be served by other people. And once I did that, it ended up, we replaced that business in like 3 or 4 months. We replaced all the business that we had lost by letting go of that customer, because everyone in the organization was re-energized and excited about doing their job, excited about working with new people. And it made all the difference in the world. And by advocating for my employees and finally biting the bullet and making, having that customer go away, everything in that organization, everything in our business changed. So look for ways, number one, to raise Cain in a positive way to help and support those you serve and those that you work with, your partners, your employees, yourself. Raise Cain when it's appropriate. Complain loudly if that's what it takes to make sure that injustices are served, and to stand up for yourself, your employees, and for your customers and your perfect prospects. Raise Cain in ways that positively impact your business and help you to grow and serve the people that you're here to serve better and faster and easier and more efficiently and more effectively, because that's my thing. In any way, be on a continuous path of improvement in you getting better, you making sure that you're serving your people better. That will always make your business grow. I'm all about helping you supersize and grow your business. And it's fun to look at these expressions and these sayings, because if anything's been with us since the mid-1800s, it's obviously impacting some of the people, if not all of the people, that we are here to serve. Go out, make it an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow with some other interesting perspective or idiom or saying or expression and what it means and how you can use it to grow and build and supersize your business. That's it. Take care. Catch you tomorrow. Bye. Go raise some Cain today.